it's an overused cliche, but the draw was a fair result. And look, I know maybe someone Kiladangan will be claiming that the last free to Seamus Hennessy was soft, and I do think it was, but considering maybe that I think there's general agreement that one of Kiladangan's points is wide earlier in the second half. That look, I think at least it avoided a controversy that maybe we didn't need. And look, I thought the last 15 minutes was enthralling stuff. Like, it was just both teams went for it. After Jerome Cahill's goal, it just seemed to ignite the whole thing. Kiladangan seemed to throw off the shackles then a small, but I thought they were a small bit. They were trying to be too precise in what they were doing after that. They just let loose, and I thought they were terrific in the last 15 minutes. But I probably it was probably Kilruane maybe swimming against the tide a small bit in those last, particularly in the forwards. Like particularly when you looked at Niall O'Meara got those two. Like, I thought there were two brilliant points he got. Jesus, just say, get out of my way. I'm taking this team on my shoulders, and just did what he had to do. I just thought for entertainment value that last 15 minutes, it was brilliant stuff altogether.
Paul, did you see the Brian Malachney wide point that was given? I mean, his interview afterwards when he was like, no comment, that kind of, it kind of confirmed to the rest of us that it was wide. Did you have a good view of it up in the gantry doing it for Tip FM?
Yeah, we had a great view because it was like we were down the end of the left-hand side up in the gantry, so you're down near that end. And like when he hit it, Shane McGrath was doing co-commentary and he waved his hands wide the minute it came off Brian Malachney's hurley. So it was a dodgy one. Even the umpire kind of looked at the other one and there was no real confirmation from either of them. They just kind of waved the flag. But
and you always know when the defending team is angry, and there was a lot of Kilruane players immediately up in air. Like, you always know then something is up. Like,